No matter what it is that you want, your desire to have it won't necessarily actually help you attain it. The more that you really crave something, the more that you are longing for it, the more you get obsessed and fixated on the wrong side of the equation. And adding more energy into this state of lack, it actually pushes the very thing that you want much, much further away. The way to actually achieve, accomplish, to really grow and see massive progress and breakthroughs is to take consistent action. And we all know that, okay, if I follow through, if I have a clear plan, a roadmap, there's no way I could really fail, right? Because everything is done through inputs and outputs. And if I take this action, I can roughly expect this result in this amount of time. But instead, our mind wants to look at, oh, why isn't it happening for me? Something is missing. Am I doing something wrong? What's wrong with me? Maybe I don't deserve it. And it becomes so personal. We become so personally involved, we start to really look at how it affects our self-esteem and our performance, and before you know it, the actual step-by-step gets lost. And that's why we say most of success is psychological, not logical or technical. The difference between you having everything that you want in your life and not having any of it at all doesn't so much depend on the technical steps as it depends on your ability to feel like you're worthy, to have confidence in your action, to continue to stay motivated, to continue to feel like discipline is effortless and that it's easy to keep up the hard work. And I'm not asking you to trick yourself into feeling like doing what you don't feel like doing, but rather to find a different perspective, a different angle, to really approach the whole situation with a better view, a better mindset. And all of a sudden, the situation itself changes completely, because remember, what you see on the outside is a reflection of what's going on within. The reason why anything that you want is really within reach is because at any point you could change the way that you think about it, the way that you feel about it. This is all under your control, under your influence, and it's instant. It doesn't take years to change this. It can be right now, today. The simple change of going from I have to do this, I should do this, to I get to do this, I can't wait to do this. It's about the language that you use in your own mind and your thinking patterns. It's about the perspective that you have of what needs to be done. And your energy levels largely depend on you taking consistent action, because the more that you think and get in your head, you get in your own way and you really block yourself from getting what you want. And so I'm really encouraging you to do a whole lot more doing and a whole lot less thinking, a whole lot less analyzing and projecting, because figuring out the problems as they come, it's really not that hard. You can deal with most challenges as they arrive, but trying to predict all the challenges that might come up and trying to solve them right now before they even happen, to already be ready with the solution in mind, is actually really obsessive in the wrong way, and it will most likely get in your way. Set yourself free from all of the projecting, from all of the overthinking, from all of the overanalyzing, and the weight off of your shoulders. This burden really alleviates so much pressure the moment that you let it go, the moment that you take your energy and focus it on the now. Today, what's in front of you? Make a simple list. 3 things that if you got done today, you would be a whole lot closer towards achieving your goals, becoming the person that you want. Or maybe even just 1, and then do it, get it done, and build that momentum and really focus on the needle moving activities, the things that you should be doing, the things that there's pressure and it's actually going to affect whether or not you're getting closer towards what you want or not. Because those are the activities that will naturally want to avoid the most. And you see it in every type of person, in every different area, field of work. It doesn't matter, because it's a universal principle. Your mind wants to try to trick you out of it because it wants to protect you, keep you safe. And expanding too much, growing too much, it creates a threat. When we win the battle in your mind, when we win the war of your psychology and your mindset, your state, wow, everything else just kind of falls into place. We don't have to exert as much energy because most of the processes become automatic. There is so much of your potential right now that's not being tapped. And the reason why is because it's being caught up in all the wrong thinking patterns and all the wrong worries and concerns. And if we just took all of that energy and put it to proper use, and your focus was on, what do I need to do right now? What's really important? Let me put all of my heart and soul into it. Then the breakthrough results come almost instantly. But of course, it means getting outside your comfort zone. And that's not pleasant. Nobody really wants to do things, naturally. We're not inspired or motivated to do things that feel out of reach or feel like, this is awkward and difficult, unless you really are already on a roll and you have the momentum going for you, then it becomes quite easy. But you don't get to start with that momentum, and it's the price that you pay. But when you pay that price, what happens is you get a massive result and a huge return on your investment. All of a sudden it feels like the universe is conspiring in your favor instead of, oh, why can't I have anything that I want and it's so far away and what's wrong with me? And many times you'll be very surprised at how you achieve the result or how the breakthrough comes to you. I learned throughout the years for myself and also with all my clients that it doesn't have to happen the way that we thought it should. You've mapped out this idea of how things are going to play out, but many times when you push yourself and you grow and you expand, you see new angles, new opportunities that didn't exist before. And all of a sudden it's way easier to get what you really wanted, and it's much more enjoyable too. But if you hadn't gotten to this point, you would have never known that that was even an opportunity to begin with. So allow yourself to grow, to expand by taking your attention and focusing on what truly matters to you, what you really want to see happen and change. And the more that you do that, the more that you control your focus and really place it in the right vehicle, in the right place, the more progress, the more growth you tend to see. And look, if you want to elevate your performance to a whole nother level, if you want to be held accountable week over week to make sure that you're really on track with your goals and really guarantee the progress, then I invite you to jump over to erafael.com. Link is in the description over there. You can book a one-on-one call with me directly. And if we're a good fit, then we'll start working together. I can't wait to meet you. Again, erafael.com. Link is in the description. Book a call over there and we'll talk soon. I hope that you enjoyed this one. And as always, I will catch you on the next one.